okay? Because today, I don't know if you know, but if you don't know, I'm going to tell you so you will know. Today is National Quitters Day, okay? National Quitters Day, and what does that mean? National Quitters Day is basically the second Friday of every January is National Quitters Day, because that's the day they predict that most of us will have already quit our New Year's resolutions by this day, okay? So what I'm saying is not today, guys. Today is not the day you're quitting. If you've quit or not, let's not even say quit. If you've had a setback or you've been off, whatever, you're off track. You're getting back on track today because we're not quitting. National Quitters Day is not happening, okay? It's not happening for us. So that's what we're going to talk about today, okay? We're live here. I'm live, so you can ask me anything. We're going to talk about ways to make sure that you do not quit on yourself today or ever, for that matter. Not whether it's National Quitters Day or not, just in general. You don't quit on yourself, and if you feel like quitting, think to yourself, not today. This can happen. This could be for any time along your journey. It could be in February, March, April, May, anytime. Anytime you're thinking about quitting, think to yourself or watch this video, because it's not happening, not today, okay? Okay, so let me put my camera down. I got some talking points here, like I always do. We're going to talk. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0 on all social medias. Well, all the main ones I'm on are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and... No, sorry, not Twitter. I do have an X account, or whatever it's called, Twitter, X, whatever. But I never go on there. I'm not into, like... I guess the text format doesn't work for me so much. I don't know. Whatever it is, I just never got into it. Because it's either your thing or it's not. Maybe I will eventually. Because like another thing we can say here, never say never. Because a lot of people say, I would never do that. And then they do it. Or they judge someone, oh my God, I can't believe they do that. Just remember, we evolve as people and blah, blah, blah. So saying you will never do something is kind of crazy. Depends what it is, right? If it's, I will never kill somebody, sure. Say that, or never unalive someone, YouTube wording. If you want to say something like that, right? So yeah. But never say never. Never give up on yourself. Okay, we're gonna get my glasses out here. I got talking points. We're gonna give you ways to not give up on yourself. So when you feel like quitting, here's some ideas not to quit. Or here's some ideas also more specifically to today, because it is National Quitters Day. We're going to take a stance, and we're going to be even more determined than ever. So because it is National Quitters Day, we're going to have I'm going to have a lot of my feedback is going to go towards this day in particular. But you can also apply any of these strategies I talk about, or any of these techniques, or anything I talk about today, or any motivation I use. You can apply that to every day. Any day throughout your journey, or whatever your goals are, whatever you're trying to accomplish, and you feel like quitting, just refer back to what we say here, or what we talk about here, okay? So anyways, let's read some discussion. Let's read some discussions here. Hi, Leonardo from Brazil. Awesome. I love seeing people from Brazil here. I got UK here as well. They want to know where I'm from. I am from, actually, Toronto, Canada. I'm a Canadian, guys. People are always shocked by that. I don't know why. Hi, Deli boy. Yeah, people are always shocked. I got 33 people on here, and the thing is, not today. We don't quit today. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. It's National Quitters Day, because people out there, the majority of you, me, everyone, the majority of people quit or have quit on their New Year's resolutions as of today. Okay, so whatever we talk about here, it's going to be directed to not quitting, especially today, and not giving up on your New Year's resolutions. But you can apply this to anywhere, okay? You can apply to any goal you try to reach, or any day throughout your journey. This video, what we're going to talk about today in this live YouTube, is about not quitting and not giving up on yourself, okay? So we're going to get into this in a minute. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get on here. Or if you have any questions, or you have any obstacles or setbacks or anything, drop them in the discussion. We'll discuss it, because we are here to help you. We do not want you quitting today. And if you've had a setback or an obstacle along your journey, because what are we at, January 10th. If on January 1st you were gung-ho, but you haven't even started yet, you start today, because we're doing it in spite of National Quitters Day, okay? Because it says National Quitters Day, we're taking a stance here, workout warriors. We're taking a stance, and we're gonna up the game. We're gonna go harder after our goals than last time. We're gonna go harder after our goals, guys. Like today, I'm kind of, I was almost going to make excuses for myself. I'm a little pressed for time. I'm doing more things today than I normally do. But I got my elliptical in. I had my meal. I had some great ideas while I was in the shower because I'm so motivated to get in here. I have ideas I'm not even going to talk about today, but it's regarding my natural bodybuilding competitions I run and stuff. I have amazing ideas how to intertwine workout warrior and the feel good movement. I'm going to intertwine that with my competitions. You'll hear more about that down the road, but I'm so excited to get on that. So finally, you know when you're working on a problem so long and it's in the back of your mind, but since you're always thinking about it, your mind actually somehow figures it out. In the shower, I felt like I figured something out, okay? I'm really excited about it, but we'll get into that another live. So today, yeah, we're gonna, in spite of it being Quitter's Day, we're not quitting today. That is not happening. We're gonna up the level. We're gonna work harder than last time. Like I said, I knew I had a busy day, but I just set up, that's why I've got this all on and everything, and I had a shower, shaved, everything, because I'm also gonna record some videos, some ideas I had, which I never do. I usually do the live and then I chill out, and then eventually I go to the gym and then I chill out, then I do another live, that kind of thing, post some shorts, all that. I'm gonna sit down and do what do you want to call it, a real video, because you can watch these as real videos as well, but you know what I mean, a real video, like where I'm gonna sit down and get in front of the camera, the microphone's gonna be clipped onto my jacket here, and I'm gonna deliver a message, and I'm gonna edit it down, so it's like all that stuff, and make a thumbnail and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna bang out at least one, because I have one idea that I'm gonna start going, basically this idea I'm talking about now, but I'm gonna refine it based on what I hear with you guys, on what direction I go with this video. So when this video is done, I'm gonna have an idea what you guys wanna hear about not quitting on yourself. I'm gonna make a video about not quitting on yourself. Okay, and it's gonna be right after this. Hopefully I have it up relatively really soon, because the editing process is always the toughest. That's what slows us down, right? That's why I love this live format. Okay, so let me get to my talking points just so I don't go off track here. I'm going off track already, Jesus Christ. Where can I put the phone while I do this? I'll just hold it out of the way. Okay, so today's National Quitters Day. I already talked about that. Today, guys, is a test of your commitment. Okay, that's why I made a point here, so I see how I was going off track already. It's a test of your commitment. It's to see how strong, because motivation is going to fade, guys. It's going to fade. It might have faded already, because 10 days is a lot of days for it to fade off, okay? Because we're all gung-ho January, New Year's Eve, when we're talking about all these goals we're going to do and everything we're going to make, all the things we're going to do, blah, blah, blah. Motivation will fade, guys. We gotta prove to ourselves we've got the discipline that we want to get these goals. Why did you make these goals in the first place? How important are these goals to you? I'm sure they're important. Today is the day you recommit yourself if you haven't already. But if you're on track, all the power to you guys. But I know a lot of you already have had obstacles or setbacks or things get in the way of the goal. Today is the day you recommit yourself, if that's the case. And if it's not the case, today is the day maybe you help support someone else. Don't jump on this bandwagon of being Quitter's Day. Jump on the bandwagon of this is the opportunity to step it up and also motivate others. If you know someone who's on a goal, or the goal is to go to the gym, you know they're struggling, but they're not talking to you about it, tell them, let's go to the gym today, or whatever. Blast out a text today, blast out a message in your text, something about like today is Quitter's Day, but not for me and not for you. Let's go. Something like that. Or go on Facebook, like I kind of did, and make one of your comments or your posts saying, not today, guys. Today's National Quitters Day, but not today. What are your thoughts? Comment below type thing. You get a discussion going. It'll work. People need some positive motivation. The word quit is not good. We don't want quitter. Who wants to have a freaking Quitter's Day? That's the most bullshit day I ever heard. I want a freaking recommitted, we're hitting our goals day. Okay? So we're going to change National Quitters Day. We're going to change everything around it, because it's been around for a long time. No, why? Because it's true. There's always truth to all these things. There's always truth to quotes you hear. There's always truth to things. Quitter's Day, there's a lot of truth to it, because I bet you well over 50% of people are dropping off or have dropped off by today. That's just facts. I'm just throwing out facts. I'm throwing out the truth, but you have the choice right now to change that for yourself, and maybe even help spark change in someone else who's thinking this way. Okay, so that's that. Today we build momentum. What would I say here? Yeah, basically today we create momentum. How you handle today is how it's going to dictate how you handle the rest of your journey. It's also going to prove to yourself you got what it takes. You got that warrior mindset. You got mental toughness. You have self-discipline, because you're not going to let, even if, okay, we can use this National Quitters Day, which is January 10th, which is right now. Even if you didn't even, say you said all these New Year's resolutions you were going to do, and you didn't even start yet, wouldn't it be fucking funny if on Quitters Day you actually became not a quitter? You started up the journey right now. It's freaking Quitters Day, and you recommitted yourself on Quitters Day. Make that happen, okay? January 10th is the day. What do they say, that thing that's really cheesy, but everyone loves it? One day, or day one. If you haven't started, make January 10th, which is right now, make it your day one. If you just take any small action towards your goals today, it is your day one, okay? Even by just putting a positive post up, even though people, or whatever, right? Putting a positive post up. Even if you decide I'm going to make a healthier choice on one of my meals. Even if you said, you know that membership I started, whenever I started, I'm going today. Even if I just go on the, ride the bike, or even if I just walk through there to reacquaint myself with the machines, and I talk to the guy in the front desk and say, do you mind showing me a couple of the machines, because I'm really lost in here, right? Anything you do that's a step forward is better than agreeing that the Quitters Day is a real thing, okay? I'm having fun here, guys. Like I said, I'm going to make a video after this, because that's why I'm getting myself in the mindset, and I'm getting myself a little ramped up, and I'm trying to get feedback from you guys. I'm going to do a video on not quitting on yourself. It's going to be basically the same type of stuff I'm talking about here, but I'm going to do it on not quitting on yourself. Okay, let's get into this again more. Let me swing my... Okay, there we go. Swinging around. There we go. Now it's not in the legs. I got all this natural light coming in. I'm in a condo on the corner, so I have windows all around me. So all this light comes in, but I just blocked it with my monitor. So now I can actually read this stuff. Whew. Yeah, like what they say, quitting is the easy way out. It's the easy way out. Just quit it. Because you know what? When you quit on yourself, it is easy, but it's something you'll never forget. Because then you'll even think to yourself, because you'll say negative things like, oh, I don't have the discipline, or I don't have the motivation, or I don't know where to start. You'll say all kinds of negative shit and give yourself all kinds of, or I don't have the time. You give yourself all kinds of bullshit reasons why to quit. Because quitting is easy, especially when you quit on yourself. You have no one to answer to. You're not accountable to nobody, except for yourself. Okay? Quitting on yourself is easy. Show you're strong and don't quit on yourself. Hold yourself accountable, because no one, it's hard to hold yourself accountable when no one's watching. Okay? When no one's watching is when you are when you have an opportunity to be the strongest and make these goals happen, okay? Because no one's going to babysit you on these goals. No one's going to hold you accountable. You should hold yourself accountable. And also think of it this way. Do you want to be the guy who's known, or the guy or girl, the person who's known for calling wolf? And we all know the saying. You cry wolf so many times, yeah, people come running at first, but then over time they just stop and they don't believe you. Then when you do cry wolf, you're dead, right? Or whatever. Because no one believes you, no one comes to your rescue, no one believes you. Okay, so if you're saying this year I'm going to do this, or you talk about all these lofty goals, maybe goals you really truly do have, and you really do truly want to succeed at, and they probably could be life-changing if you actually did the damn shit. We all have that, so quit talking and talking and talking, okay? Don't look for people's support right now, because people think you're a talker, okay? What you got to become is walk the walk. Because right now, yes, you don't have supporters. People don't believe in you because you talk so much. I don't know. I'm talking to whoever, right? If you take this personal, then I'm talking directly to you. If this sparks something in you, I'm talking to you. Okay? So you talk so much that everyone's like, it sort of rolls their eyes when you tell them your new goal, or your new vision, or your new dream, right? Okay? How about you become the person this year? You hold talking back. You hold it back. You stop talking. You just start walking, okay? You walk the walk. You start reaching those goals, and before you know it, and this is the honest truth, Once you start getting towards your goal and people are seeing results and they're seeing that you're self-disciplined and you're dedicated and disciplined to this goal and you're doing steps to make it happen and they're seeing progress happen, they're going to come to you. They're going to look to you as a role model. Because people are watching you. People are watching. You know what they're watching you right now? At the beginning, they're watching you to fail. They're like, this person's going to fail. Watch this. They're probably maybe they even have wagers on the background saying, I bet you $5 you just make it a week. I bet you $5 you're done by January. Whatever, right? Don't be that guy. Be a leader in the circle you roll with, or the circle you have around you. Be a leader. Be a role model to your kids. That's why it's not a bad thing to set goals for yourself and time for yourself to make shit happen. Because people are watching. Even if you have kids, do you want to be the best version of yourself to raise your kids, or do you want to be a version of yourself that you do not want your kids to be? If that makes sense, right? Because they're watching you more than you think. They're watching everything you do. When you quit on yourself, they see it. When you talk negative, they see it. When you talk about them, about how they can't reach their goals, they hear it. Okay, today's the day. It's Quitter's Day. We are going to be so fucking motivational today. We're going to be so on point today. We are going to be so focused on getting back on track today, or whatever it is, or getting back on track if you fell off, okay? Because we're not quitting. We're not quitting. It's not an option. Or you start today. If you've already gave up, when January 1st hit, the first week went by, you didn't make it to the gym, or you didn't make it on starting your goals, and you already gave up, today is your second chance to fucking prove to people and yourself that you can do this, okay? I'm just going, like, I understood that through this YouTube that you have to be more honest, because I'm always trying to be politically correct, try not to swear and all this kind of bullshit. I have to deliver the message with intensity and passion, or the message just gets lost. I'm just some stupid guy or some crazy guy on YouTube just talking to himself. I'm trying to deliver a message here, guys. Maybe I'm a little bit entertaining or whatever, but I'm trying to deliver a message that you do not quit on yourself no matter what, okay? What else we got here? Today we build momentum, blah, 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 prove you got mental toughness. You win the day every day with small steps. This just goes with anything, any goal you're setting. It's the small steps, guys. No matter what it is, but as long as you're continually moving small steps forward, you're going to get to the goal. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take, right? But you're going to get there. You got to keep moving forward, because motivation and discipline, all that's going to kick in. You're going to take bigger steps. And it all adds up. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't say, oh, it's taking so long. There's no timeline on a lifestyle change, right? If your lifestyle change to be healthier and fit, that's lifestyle. Okay? That's where you set small, realistic goals for yourself to attain this. You don't overwhelm yourself and give up and quit, because the theme of the video is quitting. You don't quit because you're overwhelmed. You don't quit because you're not seeing amazing, whatever, unrealistic progress. There's no quick fixes. If it's a quick fix, it's not going to last. If it's a fad diet or whatever, it's not going to last. Okay, what else did I write here? Like I also said, declare it to the world. Today is National Quitters Day, but I'm not quitting, okay? Declare it to the world. You know what I mean? Own that shit. Today's National Quitters Day, but I'm not quitting. Make a post. I'm going to say to you guys, today's National Quitters Day, and I'm not quitting. My goal is to be a YouTuber, as crazy as that may sound to some of you guys, or even people around you probably think, that sounds crazy. I want to be a YouTuber, okay? And I know, to me, what I call being a YouTuber is someone who is actually monetized on YouTube, which means is you take part in their ad sharing. So I get a piece of the profit, which means is that YouTube respects me enough as a creator that they actually allow me to be eligible to be a content creator that gets monetized. But I have to meet criteria, you know what I mean? You got to prove yourself. Kind of like when you got to prove yourself to other people, that you're serious about your goals, that you're walking the walk, you're talking the talk. But if you're having a hard time walking the walk, just hold back on talking the talk. I know so much that I'm walking this walk that I can talk the talk. I am going to be a YouTuber in 2025. I just don't know when. We're getting progress here, huge. Not huge, but we're taking more than small steps, though. Because I went from, I found this YouTube live thing, and I found it's a real great way to reach you guys, okay? So if you're watching me now, you see me now, subscribe to this, okay? That helps me out. anytime you see me on YouTube or anything, just go on there and say, keep up the good work, Shaun. We're behind you. You'll be a YouTuber in no time. Because right now, I'm going to be honest, I'm just a guy on YouTube. Okay? Until I'm monetized in my eyes, I'm not a YouTuber until I am monetized. That's in my eyes. That rhymes, so I had to say it twice. I'm just trying to excite you guys here. So if you're thinking about, or if you've already quit, say you've already quit or you haven't started on your goal, or you're thinking about quitting today, which you're not quitting today, okay, or anytime throughout your journey you think about quitting, you got to revisit your goals, revisit your why. Why did you make these goals in the first place? Do you think if you reach these goals, your life will change? Because I can tell you right now, the goals you set for yourself are because you want to be a better version of yourself and you want better for yourself and for your family and for those around you, right? That's why you made these goals in the first place, to be a better version of yourself. And when you're a better version of yourself, you're better for everyone around you. Friends, family, whatever. Everyone around you, people you work with, everyone around you, you put out a better version of yourself, okay? That's why you set these goals. You set these goals because you want to be a better version of yourself. Don't forget that, guys. Okay? So revisit that and then really sit down and figure out what your why is. And you know what your why is because it's as simple as, and you don't even write down, I can tell you what your why is. You want to be a better version of yourself. You want to do better. You want to be better. Okay? And then you can break it down further than that. Maybe you want to respect from people. Maybe you want to get your first home. Maybe all those little things. But it all comes down to being a better version of yourself. And you know that's what it is. You want to be better. You're not happy with who, you might be happy, but you know what I mean? You're not content. You want better. You should want better. I want better for myself. Okay, woo! We're getting fired up here, guys. I'm just going through my little notes here. See if there's anything I'm missing, because like I said, it's National Quitters Day, and we're not quitting. Not today, guys. That's a quote. I can't remember where it's from. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I think someone on there said, not today. Not today, instead of twice. I don't know. I don't know the reference. I'm gonna read the discussions for a minute here. Sorry, guys. Whew! So, yes, share this with people. All right, Hunter, too bad I missed you here. Where am I from? I'm from Toronto, Canada. Set your goals, guys. Don't believe in yourself, okay? Don't quit on yourself. Quitting on yourself is probably the easiest thing to do. The hardest thing to do is to not quit on yourself, you know what I mean? Because no one's watching you. No one's holding you accountable. You have to be self-disciplined and really want to reach this goal of being a better version of yourself and willing to do whatever it takes and not giving up. You know how hard that is? If you reach, when you're going forward to your goal, you should be proud of yourself. Every single day you're working towards your goal because you're proving to yourself that you're strong. You're mentally strong because there's always going to be so many obstacles, so many reasons to give up. They're out there. They're so easy to find. You know how easy it is to give up on yourself? Because no one's holding you accountable. No one's watching you. No one gives a shit. They're watching, sure. Yeah, they're watching to see you fail again. And then when you succeed, they're slowly going to keep watching, waiting for you to fail. But then when they realize you're not going to fail, now you got a fan. Now you got someone who believes in what you're doing. And now you got someone who's going to ask you, Shaun, what'd you do? Or Betty or Peggy or whoever you are. What did you do to get these results? Like, what steps did you do? Because I saw you start this goal. You've really come far. You've really come a long way. What was the secret? You know what I mean? People always want to know the secret after you've done it. But while you're doing it, people are going to question everything you're doing until they start seeing results, because people have to see things. People have to see it with their own eyes. Okay? So you gotta, because in the back of your mind, if this motivates you, use it as motivation. If it doesn't, don't. But proving them wrong, I love saying that. I always say I'm going to prove them wrong, and then people say, who's them? And I don't even know either. It's just them. Anyone who's doubting me. I just create, yeah. It's almost like, people when they want to get into a fight or play a sport, they have to create the enemy. Create the enemy is them, the people that doubt you. Even if there's no one like physically or verbally or like actually doubting you to your face, but you're going to prove them wrong, God damn it. That's you got to use what you got to use for fuel, okay? Because we need to keep the discipline and the commitment and the small goals day by day by day, the small steps. We need to keep that moving forward because we need momentum, guys. We need momentum. We need consistency. We need to realize that the little small steps do add up, okay? So set yourself small, realistic steps to get to your goal. If you're having a hard time with any of your goals, drop them in the discussion here. I will give you a hand. Or if you know someone that should be seeing this right now, tell him Shaun Campbell 2.0 is live right now. He's going off about not quitting on yourself. He's dropping some good information. He believes in you. He knows you want to be a better version of yourself. And he wants you to come on here because together we're all going to be better versions of ourselves. Because that's what the goal is. That's what the goal breaks down to simply. Is you want to be the better version of yourself. You want to offer the better version of yourself to people around you. You want to provide to people around you better versions of yourself so you can give them, because if you have family and kids and stuff, you need to do better for them to have better, if that makes sense. Or for them to, and also to see you do better and to see you believe in yourself, to see you set goals, to see you be a leader, to see you be a role model. This is everything to those around you, okay? I want to be that guy. I don't know if you do. I want to be that guy. I want to be the guy people come to for advice. I hate not being that guy. I hate when things aren't going good for me and people are looking at me like things aren't going good for me. That hurts, okay? I hate being that guy. I'm not going to lie. For about 20, when all this shit happened in 2020, I was that guy. I felt like I was that guy because I felt like I got really hit hard. I felt like people were looking down on me and because I wasn't as successful as I was prior because everything, the world fucking came down. I pretty much lost everything I do for a living. I run fitness events, right? So I had nothing. I went from certain income to zero, okay? I did not feel good. I was not the best version of myself. I did not feel like a role model. I did not feel like a leader. I did not feel like people should come to me for advice. Whew. I'm changing that, guys. I've been changing that slowly every year, not giving up on myself because shit, when that shit hit, there was days you felt like just throwing in the towel saying, fuck it all, right? We don't quit on ourselves, guys. I don't know where that's why I love these live chats. I start talking about things because they always go in a different direction. I had no idea I was going to talk about that. That's not scripted. That's why sometimes these video formats don't work for me because I'm scripting myself and I'm not being myself. I'm not being authentic, okay? Right now I'm being authentic. When you see me on live, you see me going off, you see me being a little bit more animated. That's me. That's passion coming out of me, okay? I'm telling it like it is. Once in a while I'll share stories about myself. So if you like that kind of stuff, come on down, subscribe to the channel, like these things, make comments, make discussions. I'm here to help, guys. I've been in this industry for over 30 years. I know fitness. I've been in the gyms for even longer than that. I know fitness. I know about obstacles. I know about overcoming obstacles. I know about pushing through when things are tough. I know what it's like when you lose motivation for the gym because in my 20s, I thought that wasn't possible. Somewhere in my late 30s, 40s, I started realizing, shit, man, you got to fight through these days just to go to the gym sometimes. And I fight through the gym. 50% of the time I go work out, I've tried to make excuses not to. Okay, 50% at least. Sometimes there's a whole week of where I went to the gym every day, where every single day I went to the gym, I did not want to go at first. But when I got there, I was so happy I did. And when you're done, you feel pumped, you feel accomplished, you feel like $1,000,000. I'm not going to lie, because I do tricks to get myself, even for this. My trick today to make this video, because I do that too. I put that off. But I know if I want to be this guy that I'm talking about, this person people look up to, this person that leads by example, this person that deserves to be a role model, this person that deserves to have people come to him or her, whoever you are, right? That deserves for people to come to you for advice because you feel worthy of giving advice. When you're not feeling good about yourself, how worthy do you feel about giving advice? Unless you're being phony. If you're being authentic, how can I give advice to someone how can I say, don't quit on yourself, and I quit on myself? Okay? That motivates me as well, because I'm putting it out in the world to not quit on yourself, believe in yourself, be a role model, all this stuff. So every time I second guess myself, I say, Shaun, what did you just say? You're telling these people all this shit. You're telling them that you don't lie. You're telling them that you're authentic. You're telling them that you want to be a YouTuber. You're telling them that you want to be a leader. You're telling people all this shit, yet you're not going to the gym right now? Yet you'd rather sit on your ass and watch a crime show or something instead of make that YouTube video you should be doing? Yet instead of promoting the IDFA natural bodybuilding competitions, you'd rather say, oh shit, I don't know where it's going, things aren't looking good for me, blah, 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 and you don't do it? You know what I mean? Don't give up on yourself. Hold yourself accountable. Ways I hold myself accountable is making posts, making statements, stuff like that, right? That works for me. If it doesn't work for you, don't do it. If you just like to, some people like to be in silence and be sneak attack everybody. People out of nowhere say, what the fuck? Where'd that come from? He's an overnight success because you sneak attacked, right? You crept up on people. If that's your tactic and you enjoy that tactic where you shock people, then you go for it. That takes a lot of patience, right? Because a lot of people that get excited about their progress and want to tell the world. These people that sneak attack, those are good. Those are good. Because out of nowhere, they go from something where you think they're at, then you realize, holy shit, look what you did. But you don't realize it took them 2 years. They sneak attacked on you. They didn't talk about it. They didn't boast about all their small victories and all this stuff. They just sneak attacked. But if that works for you, go for that, because that might be your way of doing it. That might motivate you to work behind closed doors and be sneaky, right? If that works, go for it. You got to do what works for you. Let me scroll here. I've gone off topic. I've already told better stuff than I was going to talk about anyway, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, so it's all about just no matter what, you're not, today is the day for sure you're not quitting. Today is the day you even ramp yourself up and you go harder than last time. Today is the day, if you haven't been working towards your goal, today you work towards your goal. And you work towards your goal even harder than last time, like I just said. You make posts, you encourage other people around you. Today's a day about victories, about restarting, about making things happen. It's not about quitting. The damn day is celebrating quitting, okay? We're not quitting. I think someone just made that day to re-motivate people to say, because people get motivated by some negative talk. Like, oh, you want to quit on yourself? You're a loser, blah, blah, blah. Or whatever. If that motivates you, take that as motivation. I don't get motivated by that. I might get motivated self-talk to myself. But if someone says that to my face, that's not a way to motivate me. You know what a way to motivate me is? To say, hey, Shaun, recognize some accomplishments you made or something, or say something. And what's funny? Most people would just say, oh, it's no big deal. But inside, you're feeling, oh, my God, that felt so much to me. But you always say, oh, it's no big deal. Like someone will say, oh, yeah, oh, thanks so much for that tip you gave me in the machine. Or that day, remember that day when you made that post and you said blah, blah, blah? That really resonated with me and it motivated me to go to the gym or whatever. Because I've heard a few posts like that, right? Or comments like that, or people who said to me in person. And you always brush it off, oh, it's no big deal. But you know what? When I walk away, that's the fucking highlight of my day. I'm telling people this shit. I can't believe that someone said this to me. And meanwhile, I brush it off oh, it's no big deal, guy. Just keep doing your thing. Good for you. You should be proud of yourself. I act like it's no big deal, but it probably meant more to me than him or her. I'm just saying him because one person said, one time I pointed the camera and I did a short or something, or a Instagram live or something, or sorry, Instagram reel. And I said, whatever you do, don't quit on yourself. The worst thing you can do is quit on yourself. I did a post, something like that, some little rant like that. And he actually said to me, you know what, man? When I saw that, I was actually not going to, continue with my prepping for the show. Because it was on one of the natural bodybuilding guys, right? I wasn't going to continue with the prep. But he said, when you said that, I felt like you were talking straight at me. I knew I was quitting on myself because I was going through a hard time, but I was making every excuse why I had every reason to quit. But then I used that as fuel. And because he actually told me this at the show, because he actually made it to the bloody show. He said, once I heard that, I knew I had to do your show, and I had to tell you backstage what that meant to me. And it wasn't just some young guy. It was some guy my age. I'm 53. The guy was probably 47 or something, right? You know what I mean? Living real life has real life issues and real life obstacles to make competing work, right? Because you got families, you got this, you got that, you got work, you got all these things, right? All these reasons to say, not today, right? But we're not saying, not today. We're saying, not today. Negativity is not coming in, not today. We're not quitting, not today. A funny quote, you got to think about this, because you got to just think about it for a second. It makes total sense. I can quit tomorrow, but not today, okay? It's just such a deep quote. Just think about it. I can quit tomorrow, but not today. It's always like, you can talk about quitting, but you're not quitting. Like, talk about all you want, but you're not quitting. Because so if I say tomorrow, when I get to tomorrow, it's today, right? So you can say all you want that you're going to quit. Just don't do it. If things are getting tough, say, holy shit, I feel like quitting. You can say all you want, but don't quit. Okay? Don't let people, with misery brings company is another thing I'm just going to tap into on here. People that are not reaching their goals and all that stuff are going to make excuses, and they're going to say all kinds of stuff and blah, blah, blah. And they actually might even encourage you or not support you on sticking with your goal, because with misery brings company. They failed. Why should you not fail? You're trying not to drink or whatever. I'm going to cut my alcohol out. They're drinking. Know what they're doing? They're trying to push a drink out of you. Come on, just one drink. Misery brings company, okay? They want company. You're trying to quit smoking. They're offering you to smoke. You're trying to do this. They're offering you that. You say you don't want to stay out late. They're telling you to stay out late. You say, I got to go to the gym. They say, oh, you don't have to go to the gym today. Come on out. Have a good time. You're too serious. You need to get out and have some fun, which may be true. But if your goal is to go to the gym, that is not true. No matter what they say, your goal to go to the gym takes priority, because you already said to yourself that you're going to reach this goal, and you know you're struggling with this goal. If it's something I'm not struggling with, if I go to the gym all the bloody time, and I go 7 days a week, and I'm always going to the gym, if someone said to me, that's not sabotaging me. That's just, they understand my lifestyle, and they're like just trying to get me to come out because they probably miss hanging out with me or whatever, right? Or whatever, right? Or you do need to get out and have fun. But if your goal is to go to the gym and you're struggling with being consistent with the gym, but when you hear an opportunity like that and you take it, you just failed yourself, okay? Don't get upset with the people that are trying to, like, you can't even say they're sabotaging you, because you're still your own person. You still can say no. You don't have to say yes. Peer pressure, you can't put the blame on other people. Take accountability. You're the one who went to the fucking bar instead of going to the gym. You're the one who went on the patio and had drinks instead of going to the gym. You chose. You had the choice. You were tested. That's basically what it is. Just think of it as a little test. You're going to be tested all the time. Are you going to fail the test, or are you going to pass the test? Are you going to be a quitter, or are you going to be not a quitter? That's basically what it comes down to, right? Let me read some chats here, or discussions, or whatever. Good one. All right, thanks, Ben. I'm trying, Ben. Like, I'm telling you, I'm on here. I'm trying to fire people up. I'm telling people, not today. Just like, I think you're the one who gave me the quote about, you can quit tomorrow, but you can't quit today. I love that quote. It's basically like saying, you can say you're going to quit all you want, but you're not quitting. Because you know, some people say, oh my God, I can't run any further. And they're running a marathon. They're thinking to themselves, because then they break it down to small goals, blah, blah, blah. But they make it to the end. Like they say, oh, I feel like quitting. Then when they reach that small goal, they're like, okay, the next one. Oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm going to quit. And they make the next goal. You know what I mean? Because some people just say that. You just got to not believe it that you're going to quit, right? You can say, I'm quitting tomorrow, or fuck this, not tomorrow. But as long as you don't quit today, as long as you don't quit today, you'll always make it. Because today is always going to be today. You know what I mean? If every day you approach the day with, I'm not quitting today, or I'm making a step forward today, and you do a step forward every day, which is today, you say, oh, maybe tomorrow I'm going to quit this bullshit. But every day you say, today I'm going to, you get what I'm saying, right? It's kind of wild. It's wild. How long have I been on here? It says 38 minutes I've been on here. So if you're new here, or you haven't seen me on here, I just want to let you know it is National Quitters Day. But we are not quitting today. That's why I said not today. Not today. And if you didn't start with your fitness journey or your New Year's resolutions or what, you haven't started yet, today's the day you start. Make today your day one, okay? Today you start. What better way to really prove how strong you are by starting on the National Quitters Day. You actually started a journey that you're not quitting on the day where everyone quits, okay? So when you're at the gym or you're going towards your goal today, feel very proud of yourself, because a lot of people have already fell off by now. A lot of people have already fell off by now, okay? This National Quitters Day has been around a long time. Because why? Because there's a lot of truth to it. I don't know any stats or any, no one would know any stats because only people, because basically that's the beauty, that's the easy part about quitting these goals because you're only accountable to yourself. Who the fuck are you letting down? No one. You're letting yourself down. Yeah. You're letting other people down indirectly. You don't realize it because by being a better version of yourself and setting goals and setting leadership, you are actually impacting people's lives. But you don't realize that because we just think about ourselves. But think about that, how you impact, say if you have kids or something, or people around you, or people that are struggling. When they see you achieving goals, talking positive, making things happen, having words of wisdom, you just get the respect that you deserve, and you're also helping lives. You're changing lives. One goal at a time. one not today at a time. Every time you say not today and you do something about it, you're getting closer and closer to reaching those goals and being the better version of yourself like you want. Okay, what we got here? Ben, that is so true. Like what's the saying go? Showing up is half the battle, because it's so true. Even if you're not feeling like it, but once you get going and you start moving around, now okay, you got over that hurdle, that mental hurdle of getting in there, like you said. And then next thing you know, you're right back into routine of doing a good workout, and you end up leaving there. And most of the times, the funny thing is because there's such a contrast on how you didn't want to go to how good you feel after you went, that you'll even think to yourself, I had the best workout of my fucking life. Happens to me all the time. The days where I really don't, like, especially like a leg day, sometimes it's really tough, right? You're going there thinking, oh my God, I don't want to do legs. You're almost thinking, maybe I'll do something different, or maybe I just won't go today. But you drag your butt in there, you go in there, and you start getting the blood flowing and pumping in the quads on leg extension or a squat or something like that. And you get euphoric feeling, right? You get pumped, you feel good, you're starting to feel great. And then by the time the workout's done, you're like, shit, man, that's the best workout I've had in a long time. I think it's just the whole contrast. You went from 0 motivation to 100%. You didn't walk in there with 80, 90% motivation and leave with 100, right? You went in there with 0 and left at 100. That's a hell of a good feeling. It's like, it's better than any drug. That's why people say the gym is therapy, guys. It's the truth. If you're having a shitty day or you're not feeling motivated or whatever, just get your ass in there and let the gym take over, because it will take over. Once you get moving, get doing things, the environment's magnetic too. Once you get moving moving your body, get the pump going, get the blood flow going, your mind starts thinking more positive. It's a crazy thing. Sometimes even when you have like issues, like it's a stress reliever too. What they say, it's an antidepressant. You see that all the time in these memes, right? It's true. Us gym goers, we know gym therapy is a real thing. Okay, feeling good about yourself is therapy in itself. Because other time people say, well, you need therapy, all this kind of crap, right? Do you need therapy, or just need to be healthier and feel better about yourself? Is it the confidence issue? Is it your health issue? You know what I mean? If your body's healthier, it's functioning better. If you've got goals, you actually have something to look forward to. I was going to say to live for, but it might even be that extreme. Do you have things to look forward to? Because I always use working out, because sometimes even when I would compete in shows, like the natural bodybuilding competitions I compete in, or that I even run, I set a goal of competing in a show because it gives me a focus on life. It gives me a goal to go after. It gives me a purpose in life. As simple as it may sound, maybe that's almost like an antidepressant. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have any focus or any direction, or you're going to the gym pointlessly. You don't know what you're going there for. You set yourself a goal. You don't have to set yourself a goal of competing, but say you set yourself a goal and you go after it. Now you have a purpose every day. No matter what you're doing your day, you're going to work, you're doing this, you're doing that. It all sounds monotonous because it's every day, day after day, same thing. But when you're chasing a goal, there's going to be times where, yes, it is a pain in the ass. The goal gets in the way of life, right? But when you're chasing a goal, you know how fulfilling that is, especially when you reach that goal, knowing all the shit you went through, all the obstacles you overcame, all the negative naysayers out there that oh, Shaun, come on, loosen up, buddy. You don't need to eat this chicken. Let's just come over. Some guy at work shows up with a pizza. Oh, loosen up, buddy. Have a piece of pizza. Meanwhile, you know it's not your cheat day or whatever. It's like, today I'm following my meal plan because I'm competing in a show in 4 weeks or whatever, 12 weeks, wherever you are in your journey. You know that this goal is more important than that piece of pizza. And these people, yeah, they're going to bust your chops or bust your balls, however you want to word it at first. But when they see you fall through that goal and you bring the pictures into work and all that stuff, they're going to be all like, oh my God, I can't believe you do this. Is that you? Is that really you? Is that you in those pictures? They'll say stuff like that. Then when no one's looking, or even when they're looking, people will start coming to you for fitness advice, for advice on how to stick to the diet. What should I eat? All that stuff, because you became a leader. You became a role model. You led by example. You walked the walk. That's so more important than, because this thing, if you would have that piece of pizza that led to this and that, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, you didn't even compete in the show. Next thing, instead of being the guy like, holy shit, did you see what Shaun did? Holy shit. If you need any fitness advice or anything to get a goal, talk to this guy. He knows how to do it. This guy, wow, you should see the pictures. Show him the pictures, Shaun. If you would have fucked up and fell off, know who you'd be known as? Oh, yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, he always says he's going to get in shape and all that shit, but he never does. But we just humor him. Whatever. If he says something to you about competing in a show, you know he's not going to do it. He says it every year. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to be that guy or do you want to be that guy? Holy shit, that's the guy you go to for fitness advice. Show him the pictures, Shaun. Show him the pictures. You know what I mean? They're trying, they're proud of you and they look up to you and they put you on a pedestal. Or do you just want to be just one of the other guys who says they're going to say do shit and doesn't do it? Just that guy. Just a guy. Just a guy who doesn't get shit done. A guy who talks a lot of bullshit. Or do you want to be the guy who walks the walk, leads by example, and people look up to you? It's that simple. It's that freaking simple. By you chasing your goals, people will respect you. And we all want respect, right, from people around us. And they will also look up to you. Not just respect you, they'll look up to you. They'll come to you for advice on whatever the goal is. If your goal is fitness, they're going to come to you for advice on fitness. Say your goal is you want to quit drinking and you did it. They're going to come to you for advice. Hey man, I drink too much. I need advice on how to quit that. They have a hard time getting to the gym. Hey Shaun, I see that you went from whatever and you lost weight and everything, you got in the gym and all that. How'd you do it? What are your tricks to get into the gym? Or what do I do to go in there? I don't even know where to start. What should I do? What do you think I should do? They're going to come to you. But if you're the guy who quits all the time, they're not coming to you. What the hell are they going to come to you? You have no track record of success. You have no track record of following through with shit. You have no track record of any reason why I should listen to you about anything regarding these goals you're going after. Because obviously you don't know. You don't have the information. You don't have the mental toughness. You don't have what it takes. You don't have the discipline. Okay, so it's National Quitters Day. Do not quit, guys. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And I have an awesome rant about committing yourself to the gym, or the gym community and how you respect everyone, especially the newcomers and all that stuff. Watch that rant. It's one of my newest videos on the page. So it's Shaun Campbell 2.0. Go to the page and watch that video. It's something that anyone, if you're looking to go to the gym or you currently go to the gym or whatever, you've been going to the gym for years, you're a veteran, you know it all about the gym, it's still something you should see. Because I address a lot of points and a lot of things that's happening in our gym community that need to change, because we need to do better in the gyms, guys. We don't want to discourage people that have every intention of bettering themselves, and they want to do it through health and fitness, which makes them a workout warrior, just like us, okay? And makes them also a member of the gym. They're part of the gym community. Once you walk in that door, you're part of the gym community. We got to welcome them. We don't want to make them feel like they made the wrong choice. Because some of these people might be going through those gym doors and be scared. Like they're afraid to be there right now. Some people, like, they put on a strong face, but they're afraid. They're walking into the lion's den almost. You know what I mean? They're afraid. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to do. They think everyone's staring at them. They see all these really fit people. They think they're the worst in shape person in the place. They think they have no business being there. And then if people treat them negatively and not with respect and all that stuff and don't share equipment and blah, 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 make them feel like they shouldn't be there, they're second guessing that whole thing. Why am I even here right now? I don't belong here. You belong. You belong. So everyone watch that bloody rant. It's called, I put epic rant in the thumbnail. It's about young versus old in the gym. It's so important for every person, everyone that's part of the gym community to go watch. So go watch it. Okay, I'm going to jump off here soon because I'm going to make a video because I'm feeling a little, I think I talked about some pretty cool stuff about leading by example and not quitting on yourself and all this shit. I think I can actually go do a YouTube video with no script. So basically I'll just re-summarize everything I talked about here over, how long has it been? over 49, 50 minutes. So if I bang out like a 10 to 15 minute video of all the highlights based on what we did here, if I can remember them as I'm talking, I'll get into my rant mode and I'll deliver a speech you guys are going to want to see about not quitting on yourself. Okay? In honor of whatever, National Quitters Day. That's it, Quitters Day. National Quitters Day. Actually, the funny thing is, I never really knew there was actually a real term to it. I knew people quit. Everyone knows that. Before the end of January is done, majority of people have quit, right? Their resolutions, right? Everyone knows that. I didn't know there was actually a real National Quitters Day on the second Friday of every January. I didn't know that was a real thing. I saw someone post about it. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta address this, man. This is ridiculous. So I'm addressing you right now, guys. Don't quit on yourself. And if you see someone out there that needs a little push or a little helping hand or a little encouragement, your little piece of encouragement will go a long way, okay? And it'll also make you feel good. It feels really good to help someone out or to encourage someone, to motivate someone. It feels really good. Especially if you hear down the road, they say, remember that time you said this to me, Shaun, or whatever it is? Or they're telling their friends about it. It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling to know you, as much as it's still the onus is on them. They still have to do the work. They still have to be self-motivated and disciplined, all that stuff. They still have to do the work. But your little spark that you gave them hope and ignited that flame to make it happen. You know what I mean? So you're a little part in helping them stay on their goals or helping them achieve things or helping them have a better day or whatever it is, right? You're a little part. Okay, we're going to end there. Well, we're going to end there, but I'm going to read, see if there's anything else I should talk about before we go here. I just want to be healthy. That's it. You belong. Then just go to the gym, eat, follow a better diet, all that kind of stuff, or work out from home. Just work on your health. That's a great goal. And if you don't have to be, everyone's not going to be a bodybuilder. Everyone's not going to be whatever. Just whatever. Just basically your journey is your journey. You're unique in the way you are. Be you. Go in there with your own goals. And unfortunately, the world we live in, people do judge. That's what really sucks, right? People judge all the time without even knowing the story. But so don't let that ever stop you, because it's going to happen all the time. So if you let that kind of stuff stop you, you're going to stop all the time. Don't let other people stop you from reaching your goals. That's what it comes down to. No matter what they say. Because to be honest with you, they don't give a shit about you. Because once they stop talking to you, they're not even talking to you anymore. They don't give a shit. How you run your life and all that stuff does not affect them. And same with you. What you do in your life, that person does not affect your life. If they don't have an impact on your life, why should you even give a shit what they say? Don't be you should give a shit what we say, the people that are really close to you. But also the people that are really close to you, you also got to make a point to prove to them that you are strong, that you can follow through with goals, that you are motivated, that you are the leader in this circle of friends and family you're in, that you're one of the leaders, you're one of the role models, and you take that whatever. You don't take that with a grain of salt, whatever. You take that seriously. You want to be a role model. You want to be someone to look up to. You want to be whatever, an example. Especially as we get older. You should want to be an example and a leader in the people you're around, especially for your families, right? And your kids and all that kind of stuff. You want to be a leader. You want to be an example. You want to be a role model. This negative talk, this not following through with goals, this not making shit happen, this talking that you're going to do something and not doing it. These are all, as much as you don't see it right away, these all mean a lot. I'll be safe. Riley's here, my 8-year-old daughter. She's here and I'm doing things and I'm saying some positive quotes. She'll throw in her 2 cents, but the thing is, what she's saying, it shows you that she knows exactly what she's saying. Because I'll say, okay, a short workout's better than no workout. And I'll say, you know what's better? You know what's worse than a short workout? You know what's worse? And then you hear her in the background, no workout. Yes, you're right, Riley. No workout's better than no workout's worse than a short workout. So as long as you're getting those short workouts in, you're getting your workouts in, you're staying on track with your goal, you're being consistent, you're showing you're stronger than you, you're showing your strength by overcoming this, you're not giving up on yourself. Because you could have easily, instead of doing a short workout, say, I'm rushed for time, I can't do a 20-minute workout, because that's not long enough. I always do 45-minute leg day. I can't, 20-minute leg day is a waste of time. No, it's not. A 20-minute leg day is better than 0 leg day. And getting in there for that 20-minute leg day also creates momentum. It keeps you on the track of being consistent. And it also challenged you because an obstacle was thrown in your face and you beat it. We are challenged every day. A challenge was thrown in your face, okay? And you said, okay, I take the test. I'm getting in there. I'm beating this, whatever. You got an A+. You got that short workout in, okay? You could have easily skipped it altogether. Because a short workout's better than no workout. That's one of my sayings, okay, that I love saying. I don't know if it's a real, I'm hoping it wasn't a saying before I came up with it, because I'm hoping I create that saying. I don't know. But a short workout's better than no workout, okay? And the funny thing is she caught on to that. And then even stuff like believing in your kids, okay? That's another thing. Believe in people, even if their goal sounds like something you couldn't do. Does it mean it can't be done? Like, don't put your limitations on other people. Because these big things happen in our life because people were believing in themselves, okay? And they're doing things that we can't do. But we're all unique, so we have our own talents. But just because it's something you can't do doesn't mean you have to be all negative towards someone else. Yeah, Shaun, I'm gonna run a marathon. Oh, that's a bunch of crap. Why do you want to run a marathon anyways? You don't say that. You say, holy shit, that's awesome. How's it going? What are you doing to make these steps, right? Whatever. Is there anything I can do? Like what, or whatever. Just be positive. Hear the story. Let them tell you about it. Be happy for them. Don't like try and sabotage them. Like shit. Another thing is because I run natural bodybuilding competitions, right? The biggest thing people always hear from the people that don't support them is this. What do you get for competing in a show? How much money do you make? Does it fucking matter about how much money I make? I'm setting a goal for myself. I'm reaching that goal. It's a dream of mine to make this happen. I'm leading by example. I'm showing how strong I am by getting through this. I've always wanted to be in that kind of shape. I'm going to make it happen. That's a win in itself. I don't even give a shit what you placed or how much money you made or didn't make. And it's also a passion. You're doing this for the love of it. It's something that, like I said before, by having that goal, it gives you a reason, a purpose when you're going to the gym. It gives you a reason, a purpose when you wake up every morning. Because some of us have monotonous lives. We go punch in the clock, 9 to 5. We take the kids to school. We do this, we do that. We don't do anything for ourselves. We don't have some crazy goal to keep us going. It's something to look forward to. Even though it's tough at times, it's still something you look forward to. Because that's why I think a lot of people actually do compete show after show after show, because they need that push. They know when they don't do stuff like this, they're not feeling motivated. They know when they don't do stuff like this, they're not feeling good about themselves. You know when they don't do stuff like this, they don't feel like they have a purpose. This sort of gives you a purpose, makes you feel better about yourself, and you have a goal. Okay? So, and again, it's your why is your why. That doesn't matter what people think. Do you feel good about this goal you're setting for yourself? Yes. Do you give a shit if there's no prize money? Yes. Did you say that I was going to be a bodybuilder as a career? No, never said that. Another thing beautiful about being, like, say, in the physique competition and that, you get to walk around with all this goals and hard work you're putting in. It shows. You get to show it off. You're walking in the gym, you're lifting weights, you got the veins and all this stuff happening, or whatever, or you're looking better. People are commenting to you, but, oh, you're looking great. What are you doing? Blah, blah. You're doing a show. Oh, you're doing a show. Oh, my God, I heard about those. They're so hard to do. But see, once you start seeing progress, and once people see how serious you are and you're showing progress, they'll jump on the bandwagon and they'll start asking you advice and all kinds of shit. But at first or whatever, they'll always have negative shit to say. Always. And the funny thing is, how do you make money out of this? Well, it's all indirectly. If you're a personal trainer or something, it's going to help your career in personal training. And shit, it turned out to make money for me. I'm still running it, the IDFA, which is a natural bodybuilding competition all across Canada. And between like 2010, 2015, 16-ish, I was easily the biggest natural bodybuilding organization in Canada by far. And I was killing it, okay? Still running shows now, but they're not quite as extreme as they were. That's why and I'm also the passion a little bit different, because I'm also more about the feel-good, workout warrior mindset and all that kind of stuff. I'm loving this direction I'm going. And I'm going to bring my IDFA natural bodybuilding competitions with me down this direction of positive movement, transformations, being the best version of yourself. Just think, I'm going to tie all that together. And it's all going to make sense. And when I launch what I'm going to do, it's going to blow your minds. Okay? And I'm putting all my talents into one direction, because we change, we all evolve over time. And I'm evolving more into this lifestyle changing and enjoying more the transformations of these shows and the people's stories more than I'm enjoying the hardcore athlete. Even though I do respect it a lot and I still love it, it's still fun. But my real passion is when I see how it changes lives. When I see how they become the best version of themselves. When I see how it changes the people around them. That's my passion. That's where the workout warrior spirit comes in. So I'm going to mix that all together. We're going to come up with a great product. It's still going to be physique competitions, but wait till you see where it goes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit risky. People might think I'm a little bit crazy at first, but any great idea is crazy at first. Because I don't like just doing the same thing over and over what everyone's doing. It's kind of like irritating me. Because I don't like all this bullshit like other fitness competitions, whatever organizations, they badmouth everyone, all this kind of stuff. It's like, that's a bunch of bullshit. I don't like that drama at all, like about all that stuff or trying to prove I'm better than them and all this kind of shit. I just want to put my product out there. You like my product, you do my competitions, right? My physique competitions, my transformations, all that stuff. If you like the product, you enter it. I don't care what other products you do, like because they even like will compete in the fact where they want you to don't do the IDFA shows, do only my shows type thing, right? That's just dumb. Because this is a hobby sport. There's no money in it. You know what I mean? So if people want to compete wherever they want to compete, that's up to them. But the only thing is I want them to do my shows also. And if they chose to do just my shows because they like what I deliver and no one else delivers that product, which is what's going to happen. When I put the Workout Warrior IDFA together and I come up with that freaking product, when you see it, you're going to love it. Either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. You're going to love it. And there'll be no comparing it with other people. Because also, I am the owner of the IDFA. I can redirect my whole organization in what direction I want to take it at any time I want. It's my product. Say for example, if you're with a big organization like an IFBB or whatever that is, right? Whatever. You can't just make changes. You have to go through the owner of the organization, which is a worldwide organization. So basically you're making no changes. I can change mine to suit how I think the world should look at physique competitions and be a leader and direct it in that direction. I've been fearing that because change is fearful. Okay, I mean, I fear the changing how I run the IDFA because I fear I'm going to lose all my fan base or whatever. But I realize after COVID, the fan base is a lot smaller. And I have to reinvent myself. And this is the perfect opportunity. I can use something like COVID as an opportunity to reinvent myself. Because things have changed a lot since 2020 for how I run my shows, how big my shows are, how much popularity my shows have. They've changed dramatically, okay? So this is my opportunity to take a risk, follow my gut and my heart and my passion, and steer this organization in the direction I want it steered, how I want my kids to see how these shows are run, where I can have my kids in the audience and say, oh, wow, I'm proud to be a part of all of this. And you just think what you want, whatever that means, right? Okay, because there's this thing about physique competitions, what elements about a physique competition, say if you go to a bodybuilding show or whatever, what elements of that do you not like that you don't think is family friendly or you wouldn't want to preach to your kids? Just think of what elements. Maybe for one, the drug use. We don't want that, which I don't have anyways, natural. We want to show them a lot of positivity, like transformations. Okay, so we want to really focus on transformations because that's all positive. So we want to put more emphasis on that. Emphasis on doing it the healthy way. Emphasis on being a role model. We also want to put emphasis on one area where I've always had a struggle with is how small these bloody suits are getting, right? The posing attire. I'm not going to put a stop to it directly with the IDFA shows, but when I do the Workout Warrior IDFA concept together, these suits are changing. I'm not comfortable with the type of suits they're wearing on stage and how some of the posing presentation is. I'm not comfortable with that. As far as it comes to kids and all, like, call me a prude, call me whatever you want. I know, because I've been just rolling with it, going with the flow, just because that's how the shows are. You don't want to rattle the boat or shake the boat or rock the boat or whatever, because you might lose people doing your shows, because you got to be consistent with what's out there, blah, blah, blah. But no, I don't. I'm in control of this ship. The Workout Warrior and the International Drug-Free Athletics are mine. I own them. Okay, I gotta be a risk taker. I'm sure, I don't want to compare myself to Elon Musk, but I'm sure he does a lot of shit that people say, oh, that's not impossible. So if I go in this direction, people think, Shaun, you're nuts. And even at first it may seem crazy. But these suits are changing. We're not running around with little, like, basically thongs on stage and bending over for the girls. We don't need these little posing trunks for the men, okay, for bodybuilding. Just stuff like that. We can change this up. We can change this up. I want it to be a place where you could bring your kids to and they'll be comfortable. It's kind of like even, whatever, you know what I mean? Or you would even be comfortable. Say when some people have to say, okay, I'm a teacher, Shaun, you can't be, could you just make it, I'm going to use a fake name because I don't want any of my students to see my pictures, especially with this woman, right? Know why they're saying that? Because they're wearing like a fucking thong on stage in the bikini division. Which I'm going to start putting a stop to, okay? I don't like that. I've never liked that direction. I tried to change it, but it was really tough to do because people like just show up and they got the wrong suit, but we don't, what are you going to do about it? Kick them out of the show? You want it like, fuck. Because every other organization allows it. So it's like, ah, fuck. Whatever, right? But if I make it very specific, well, you'll see. This Workout Warrior Physique Championships that I came up with, and it all tied in nicely. When I was in the shower today, I came out of the shower and I wrote all the notes down that was going through my mind. I was like, holy shit, I finally figured this shit out where I'm taking the IDFA and Workout Warrior. I finally figured it out. So I was trying really hard. How am I going to make IDFA and Workout Warrior all one? Because I love the Workout Warrior concept. I feel like it's a concept that belongs to everyone, and everyone can relate to Workout Warrior. It's inclusive. It's about gym community. It's about positivity. It's about having your own journey. It's about everyone's journey matters. It's about everyone's here to be a better version of themselves. How can I tie that with natural bodybuilding competitions? And then I think, okay, I got Transformation Challenge, which ties in nicely. I got all these other divisions, but there's only a couple of things I don't like about how they're run that makes it not as positive as it needs to be. And that's some of the suit attire, some of the posing. Obviously, we don't want drug use. Like all these little things. I time on this way. I'm excited. Oh! You probably didn't even make it this far anyways on the live. Probably, so I'm not really letting anything out of the bag right now because people probably aren't even seeing this right now. I'm not a big YouTuber yet. I'm just Shaun Campbell, a guy on YouTube. I want to build up YouTube. As I build this up bigger, as I build up the Workout Warrior brand bigger, as I build up this new vision I'm going to launch soon, I'm not launching it yet, for physique competitions, we're going in a different direction than anyone's ever done. And I'm going to go on a limb and I'm going to take a risk. Because because even at first I was a trailblazer with the natural bodybuilding. That's why I was the biggest natural bodybuilding organization in Canada at one point for about 5 years. I was the biggest by far. Okay? I'm not now, and I'll agree to it. But when I come up with this new thing and this lane of mine, I will be, especially when I promote it how I want to promote it and I put the vision out there, what the vision is, I'm going to draw a lot of people that have that same vision. Because you don't think I hear people saying, oh my God, Shaun, those suits are too much. Or, oh my God, why is that girl doing those poses? Or, oh my God, I don't know if I can bring my kids to this. You don't think I've ever heard that? I'm changing that. That's not going to happen. I want this to be a family-friendly environment. Right now, these physique competitions, as much as you want to talk bullshit, oh, it's all body positivity, people, it's not that big of a deal. It's a big deal. Your mom's up on stage in a thong. Okay, that's a big deal. It's not good. Moms out there, you're probably going to say I'm an asshole for saying this. You can say whatever you want. It's not good. I don't want to see my mom like that if I was a kid, right? As much as you say, oh, they're just kids, they don't care. They don't want their friends seeing that either. Think they're going to say, oh, yeah, here's my mom's pictures from the competition, and they're all like 12-year-old boys? No, we're not showing those. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, that's not good. It's got to look purely like that. You can tell they're in a fitness competition, and they're showing off their fitness, right? Like their fitness athletic type body. So if you're wearing, like maybe the girl with the... I've already got the ideas for attire. I'm not going to say it. I was almost about to say it. Even for the guys. Let's just say the board shorts is fine. We'll have the men's physique division. Classic physique might be the look of how I want bodybuilding to look like with those shorts. because classic physique basically is bodybuilding, especially when it's natural. That's the funny thing also. Classic physique is bodybuilding when it's natural. A natural bodybuilder is a classic physique, okay? We don't need that. They brought that out because in the steroid organizations, the bodybuilders are so fucking huge, a downsized bodybuilder, not on as much drugs and more symmetrical and more tighter waistline, all that stuff, is what they'll call it a classic physique. So basically, don't take as much drugs. You have a smaller hips and you have smaller waist. Oh, you're a classic bodybuilder. You're a classic physique. Oh, so you mean you look more like a natural bodybuilder? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So why do we even have bodybuilding and classic physique and natural bodybuilding? Does that make sense? That's going to be gone. That's one thing. We don't need to separate the two. Maybe the classic physique style of posing is the posing the bodybuilders do in this new organization. You're hearing a lot of shit here, but I feel like I can say a lot of shit because I'm just practicing right now. I'm throwing things out there because I feel like no one's really watching this anyways, because this is deep in the video, right? This is deep in a live video, and I'm not a big YouTuber, so what's the odds of anyone even seeing this, right? So I'm telling you a lot. I'm telling you so much shit you don't even know. I'm anywhere between 155 and 160, someone's asking me. I'm like 5'9" or so. I'm not sure what I feel about HRT, to be honest, when you get older, because I'm older too. I'm 53, so I'll never say never. Right now, it's not something I do. Right now, I guess you would be considered non-natural because you have added testosterone in your body that's not processed through your body, so it's synthetic testosterone or added testosterone or whatever. So in the shows I run, that is not considered natural. Oh no, I was never larger because I'm natural bodybuilder. When I'm at my peak, looking my best, I was freaking. I don't even want to say, man. Like when I was shredded, tight waist, like shredded, like the cross striations and all that shit. I'm like in the 140s. That's crazy because we're natural bodybuilders, right? If you're a jacked up guy, yeah, they start taking all kinds of steroids and shit, and then they get bigger and huge and full and all this stuff. It's a whole different ball game when you do it natural. I'm well under 160 when I'm competing, but I'm 53, so I'm not quite as hard and ripped and shredded as I used to be in the 140s when I was in, say, 30s competing. That was my peak for my physique would probably be my 30s when I looked the best. But my frame is very small. Like I have really tiny wrists, tiny ankles, longer limbs. So I would base my physique on basically I would have like a pleasant physique. Right? I'd go for symmetry, conditioning, knowing how to pose well, having cross striations. That's why I did well in competing, right? So I would do pretty good in the natural shows. And plus I'd be in a lightweight class, so I'd be against people my body weight. And sometimes when I was on stage, I need to look a little bit bigger because I'm taller, and my bone structure is so small that there's not a lot of weight there, right? So shit, I don't even get over 160 ever. Even if I think I look like I'm out of shape, I put on like I'm looking chubby, I'm looking out of shape, and I'm 158. You know what I mean? It's just everyone's body. So you don't even want to compare it by how much you weigh and all this stuff because everyone's frame is different. Because bodybuilding is about an illusion. Doesn't matter what do you weigh, who cares? How do you look on stage? What do you look like in photos? That's what matters for bodybuilding. When you're on stage compared to other people, how do you look? How do you look relative to others that are in your weight class? It's nothing to do. They don't say, hey, Shaun, how much you weigh? Oh, shit, I didn't know you weighed that light. I was going to give you first, but I didn't know you weighed so light, so you got second. Or let's do a tape measure around your arm. No, they're looking at symmetry, proportions, how big your arm looks relative to your body, right? How wide your lats look relative to the guy beside you. How shredded you look relative to the people beside you on the lineup. And a lot of those things I would win. Are you more shredded? Yes. Am I more symmetrical? Yes. Am I more proportioned? Yes. Do they have bigger arms than me? Yes. Are their quads probably bigger than mine? Yes. Are they maybe a little bit shorter than me? Yes. Do they outweigh me by 5-10 pounds? Yes. But all the other elements, do I beat them on that? Do I have the whole package? So I would do well, right? I would do pretty good at times, right? That's pretty good, guy. Good job. Yeah, the appearance of a small waist. That's what I'm saying. It's all about appearance. If your shoulders are very wide, your waist is going to look smaller. Meanwhile, you may have 30, like they even said Arnold Schwarzenegger's waist wasn't the smallest, but he was good at hiding it on stage and showing off the side. So if your lats are real wide, it gives you that big V taper too. So even if you have nice wide lats, your shoulders can appear bigger because now that V looks bigger because your lats just go out. Because I have sort of a narrow shoulder too, but my lats are pretty wide. Relative to my body, I have wide lats. And the attachments are not high, because some of you have a high attachment. I have kind of middle attachment, but that's one of my best poses. If I do the front relaxed or the front lat spread, that's like a real good symmetrical looking pose for me where I look the biggest. And standing relaxed is what you're doing most of the time on stage, so it's kind of a benefit to my body. It works good for me because I have the real separated quads, the real cross-striated quads when I was in peak condition on stage, right? At my prime. So I had a lot of cross striations. When I hit the tricep, you'd see all the cross striations everywhere. And then you'd even see like the cheekbone muscles. That's how lean I'd get, right? Where else you get? Like you get a lot of striations in the delts too. Obliques, all that crap, right? All the details. I was good at having all the details. All the little muscles if you didn't know you had, mine would be showing, right? Okay, shit, it's 76 minutes, so I'm out of here. I've been on here an hour and 16 minutes. Hopefully I've got you guys motivated to get back on track. I'm going to jump on here a little later. I want to do this video while I'm still feeling motivated, because I'm going to drain myself out by all this energy on here. Next thing you know, I'm not ranting and raving about not quitting on yourself on this video. So I'm going to make a video about not quitting on yourself. And that's in honor of National Quitters Day, okay, guys? So don't quit today. Of all days, do not quit today. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. Subscribe. You'll see. And if you missed this video, if you're just seeing it now, I save all of my lives in the playlist on my channel under live videos, replays, live video replays. I save all of them. I've done like 26 lives, I think, since a couple days before January 1st. So I've been on here 2-3 times a day. So I've done 26 lives, so go check them out. In the title, it kind of gives you an idea what I talk about. And you can just watch them or just listen to them. In the meantime, stick to your goals today. Don't quit today. It's National Quitters Day. Do not quit. Talk to you later.